Dear members and friends of the Hellenic American Chamber of Commerce, I welcome you with great joy to the 32nd Greek Economic Summit that is to take place from today till Wednesday, December 8th. It is taken in hybrid form, that is, with limited physical presence and audience, and greater presence both of orators and participants through internet. For the need of this summit, we have created in Intercontinental a special production aspiring to present and transmit the deliberations in the best possible way, exploiting the best and state-of-the-art audio-visual technologies. Of course, our wish would be for all of you to be here. We wish that we will have you promptly soon with us in the next actions of our chamber. The title of this summit is Redefining Growth for an Inclusive and Sustainable Future, and I believe that it describes in the best way the thoughts and concerns of many people in our country on what global and real development might be, including everyone, without an imbalance of either loads or advantages and prerogatives, having respect to the difference in full respect of natural environment, of every gender, race, color, creed, any special need. This is not an easy equation. It demands a great daring and virtue, as well as certain compromises, and then also must also be a consensus and understanding that the world belongs to no one, and we have the obligation to pass down to the next generations a more secure and fair environment, and this is imposed by new policies. This new way of consent is difficult. We saw that in the recent summit of Glasgow, and we see it in the various summits either of the EU or OECD or the United Nations whenever critical subjects are on the table. What is positive is that the rapid developments of technologies and transportations have shrunk, having done away with distances and have brought the world close with a greater communication, sharing ideas, thoughts, and visions. On the other hand, however, we also witness an ever-increased consumerism, most of the cases to the detriment of our natural environment, and that impact is witnessed daily in our days. At the same time, fake news, either deliberate or fraudulent, tends to acquire huge dimensions, thus causing a great reshuffle in our societies. So the world rapidly changes, and the point is, where is it headed to? The way to a substantial and really sustainable development is difficult and ascending, but as Confucius had said, the paths, the roads are not for the destination, but for the travel. Our country, in the middle of such an ever-changing environment, must show the necessary reflexes and set about the foundations for the future, a future with many and ever-changing conditions, a future where the main predominant role will be played by technology and innovation in all levels, and whatever that entails in the way we operate, react, and think. A future with a serious background, both in knowledge and developed R&D, and dedication to institutions and values. Dear friends, it is broadly understood that our country needs a new and modern productive model based on an integrated development growth plan that take into consideration what I just mentioned. And after more than 10 years of financial crisis, today Greece enjoys an ever-increasing trust at the global scale and tries to manage the difficult circumstances and challenges, be it financial or geopolitical. The decision of the European Union on Generation Fund and other financial instruments shows a Europe that wants to take initiatives on many levels to the benefit of its member states and citizens. The European Union, a huge single market of 400 million people, and on common basic values, can play an important role. With regard to the Hellenic-American relations, it's broadly accepted that never have we had closer ties. USA has really helped in many ways and on many layers Greece during the economic crisis. The strategic dialogue between the two countries, where our chamber also participates through its committees, has brought about important beneficial events. American investment grow quickly, which is translated in new jobs, know-how transfer, promotion of our country as an investment destination. A great contribution to this great uptrend of the relations was played, and this is acknowledged by the current USA ambassador, Mr. Pyatt, and his staff. On all the subjects and more will be developed in our current summit. We have a very interesting program, an interesting agenda where a lot of subjects will be discussed by many and excellent speakers whom we warmly thank for their participation in the current summit. I would like to thank the members of the organizing committee, gentlemen Kafatos, Kostopoulos, Kavounidis, and Papazoglou, who along with the president planned this summit. Great thanks to my colleague Angeliki Dikeulia, not only for the coordination of this event, but also all the previous ones, having contributed to the evolution of an excellent situation. Furthermore, all the colleagues, Vula Geritzoglou, Georgia Mamali, Katerina Tsakaroulaki, Ritana Xidou, Sofia Haidogianou, Froso Panetta, and Faranizuru, for their excellent participation organizing this event, and all the other members and the staff of our chamber. Let me also mention the sponsors of Summit and thank them for their support. The platinum sponsors, Deloitte, EY, OTE, and Piraeus Bank. The golden sponsors, Cisco, PPC, Hellenic Petroleum, Google, DDA, Green Deal, Papastratos. The silver sponsors, American College of Greece, Eliamep, ADAP, Hewlett Packard Enterprises, IBM, Italineos, OpenBet, Oracle, Pfizer, Procter & Gamble, and SAP, and our communication sponsors, that is Alter Ego Group, NEA, Vima, Mega, IN.GR, and Athens Macedonian Press Agency. Finally, I would like to thank all of you who have linked with us to follow this year's summit. Our chamber will be celebrating next year its 90 years of incessant and remarkable presence in the business and financial activities of our country. Let me invite now the president of the chamber, Mr. Nikolaos Bakatselos, for his introductory address. Mr. Bakatselos, you have the floor.